Ranking the best Hall of Fame cards in Madden 24. Now we are here with our first Madden 24 video. Today we're going to be talking about the Hall of Fame players that did get revealed. I am dropping this video a little bit later than when they got revealed, but I will give you guys my orders and my thoughts behind which card I would choose because there are two that have some potential for some longevity. Now right before we do go ahead and get into number 7, I do want to go ahead and shout out the comment of the day. The person that I think is the worst is by far and away Ronde Barber. So Ronde Barber, the main thing you're going to notice is 80 speed. There's a better corner than him even in this promo, and also 80 speed to start the year that just really isn't ideal, that isn't too usable. And especially when we talk about rookie premieres, also the pre-order Sauce Gardner as well, they're all better than this card. He also doesn't have crazy height to make up for this low speed. And I mean, the play rec, man, zone, and press are actually pretty good to start the year, but to me it's just a physical stat thing. I don't really know why they did him a little bit dirty from a physical stat standpoint, but I would avoid Ronde Barber at all costs. If you are a huge Ronde Barber fan or you're a Bucks fan trying to run a Bucks team, I understand why you would get him. That would be like the only justification, I think. But if you're trying to build the best team, I would avoid this card. This actually pains me right here. Right after him, I'm gonna say Zach Thomas. Oh man, I love that Zach Thomas is in the game. If you don't know, I am a Miami Dolphins fan. But to me, it's kind of what I was saying about Ronde Barber. It's just the fact that I think there is even a better middle linebacker than him in this promo. And when we take a look at him, to me, it's the zone that is a little bit low, only 71. He's also a shorter middle linebacker as well. He's 5'11". And like I said, I'm really excited that Zach Thomas is in the game. I understand why you would take him too. Like me personally, I'm going to take him for my Dolphins team. And also this is a card that you won't really have to upgrade from for a while, in my opinion, because middle linebackers, they weren't really too great in the beta. So this is a card that you could just like have for overall purposes as well. And that's really the main justification, I think, for the bottom two cards, theme teams, or also just you don't really want to upgrade them. And right after that, we're going to have Joeckel right here. This is another card that I would say I would avoid. And the main reason for that is the finesse moves, and I believe the speed of defensive tackle as well is a little bit low. And I just think there are going to be way better defensive tackles than him. Like someone I'm going to be targeting is obviously Vita Vea. I always love Vita Vea cards. But I mean, he's not bad. He's not bad by any means. The block shed, the power moves are all pretty solid. This is a card that could be even better when we get their traits. Like, for instance, if he only has the bull rush trait on yes, you can essentially ignore that finesse move rating. So he might actually be pretty decent, and I might be kind of sleeping on him. But just based on what we see right here, again, I would go ahead and tell you guys to avoid the defensive tackle, especially because the rookie premiere, especially if you did do your rookie premieres. This is another position though that I understand why you would choose them. It's one where you don't really need to spend coins to upgrade, and I think he'll play solid for you. And right after that, we have Chuck Howley right here. So Chuck Howley is the person I was talking about that I think is essentially better Zach Thomas, and the reason for that is 82 zone coverage. I know the play rec and the block shed is a little bit lower, but hitting that 80 tier of zone coverage is actually really nice at the launch. So I think Chuck Howley is essentially better than Zach Thomas. And if you're going to choose a middle linebacker, this is another position that you won't really have to upgrade, probably won't have to upgrade for too long. And also when you think about rookie premieres, the reason why this is a smart choice as well, in your lineup screen, there's 2 middle linebacker spots. You have Dorian Williams if you did him, and also you can get a free Chuck Howley. When we think about all the people in the secondary, all the pass rushers, he's probably the best choice if you did everything and you just don't want a card you have to upgrade from, and you can have a really good team day one. That's why I think he makes sense right here. But again, I think there are some cards that are better than him. All right, at number 3 right here, I'm gonna have Darrell Rivas. You might disagree with this because his stats are actually really good. Like 83 speed, 83 excel, 80 man, 80 play rec, 80 zone, 80 press. That is actually really good. The reason he is here for me is just all the other CBs in the game. This is also a position that you upgrade from constantly, right? There's always a new, better cornerback that comes out. There's always going to be someone faster, someone with more man, someone with more play rec, someone with more zone. If you're comfortable with just constantly upgrading your CB spot and you don't really want someone with longevity, Darrell Rivas is probably going to be really good at the launch. He also is not the tallest in the world. I believe he is also 5'11", but again, he has good physical stats. He has good just stats in general, especially for the start of the year. For me, the reason he's here, it's not because I think the card is bad. It's just when we think about rookie premieres, and also when we think about the pre-order Sauce Gardner, that's why I'm a little bit hesitant to put him higher, because I just don't think he'll have the longevity. And also, if you did all those things, if you got Sauce Gardner, if you did all the rookie premieres, that is so many pieces in the secondary that are also 84 overalls, that really, will Darrell Rivas be better than all of them? Probably not. So this is someone that, again, I would get maybe if you run a Jets, Bucks, Patriots, or Chiefs theme team, but other than that, probably would avoid. Now, there is another reason why Darrell Rivas does make sense as well. If you did not do Sauce Gardner and you didn't do the rookie premieres, this could be a pretty good piece in the secondary to start your team. Again, though, this list is based on the fact that, like, if you did everything, Darrell Rivas isn't the best choice because, like I was saying, I don't think he's as good as Sauce Gardner. I don't think he's as good as the rookie premieres. But if you didn't do them, getting an 83 speed CB that potentially, like, down the line, if, say, blitzing slot CBs are good, he could also have a role later down the year as well. And he's just a depth piece in the secondary that I think could do some good things for you at the start of the year. Now we're going to get into my number 2 spot right here, Joe Thomas. I think Joe Thomas is a great choice, again, if you just don't want to upgrade your left tackle spot. I think number 1 and him is just a toss-up. Has 83 pass block finesse, 82 pass block power, 85 run block. And I believe Joe Thomas cards always have pretty decent physical stats compared to other offensive linemen at the start of the year as well. I'm a little bit hesitant with this card though, because of the fact that we don't really know if there's any high overall offensive lineman dropping. We don't know if the abilities really matter on offensive linemen. So using a spot on your left tackle, which in Madden 23 was a really important spot when we were talking about edge protector, when we were talking about secure protector, this may be a waste. And also if you got like Paris Johnson, rookie premier, you know what I'm saying? So I can definitely see this card not being as good as what I'm saying right now. But at the start of the year, again, I'm thinking he's going to be a relatively good left tackle that you won't really have to upgrade from for a little while until we start getting more abilities. And at number 1 for me is going to be DeMarcus Ware. I think DeMarcus Ware is crazy good. And when we take a look at him, right, he has 83 speed. You know who else had 83 speed? Darrell Rivas. DeMarcus Ware having the same speed as Darrell Rivas as an edge rusher is crazy. I think he is really likely to have the best physical stats in the game for a pass rusher at launch, which I may look back and think this is a really bad take, but also minus his physical stats. Block shed, power moves, finesse moves, all in the 80s, and he's someone that in Madden 23 had every single pass rush trait on yes as well. I think this DeMarcus Ware card is going to be a beastly rusher. I can see him pairing really well with someone like a Nolan Smith, a Byron Young, just making those pass rushes work if you did the rookie premieres. I think he is overall the best card. Now, something else to note on DeMarcus Ware as well, a lot of times they give him pretty decent zone coverage as well. Like the pass rush, the block shed is amazing, but also the play rec being 78, what that tells me is wouldn't be surprised if he has 70 zone, which is the same zone as Zach Thomas, but he's also just a beastly pass rusher. So I think this is a pass rusher that could have a lot of versatility and he could potentially do a lot of good things for you. And that's why he is my number 1 choice. I think there are some cards that could be better longevity wise. Strictly the best card I think is DeMarcus Ware, but like I was saying, like longevity wise, I would probably say it's Chuck Howley, because of the fact that it's a middle linebacker and this is a card that hits 80 zone, has some pretty good speed as well, and I don't really think you'll have to upgrade from him for too long. So yeah, boys, the first Madden 24 video on the channel. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with the best cards in Madden. Now, if you want to see me play Madden 24 live, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. When Madden 24 drops, we are going to be streaming every single day, and the first stream we do is going to be an absolute banger. I'm gonna be opening a lot of packs trying to build the best team possible, so I'd love to see y'all over there. Now, if you don't feel like heading over to Twitch and you want another video to watch, check this one out right here. I tried to score a touchdown with every single QB in Madden 23.